I guess you have to be out there as well.
Yeah.
You can't be an introvert. You can't just, hide away and expect people to do something for you.
Of course.
Your coach to help you out and get these things. Like, you have to kind of take your own steps, I suppose say, as you have done, really.
Yeah. Like my coach, I'll give him his credit where credit is due. He will help me out where he can. Like he's always helped me out as far as my career's gone. Like at one point I was sponsored by Adidas from 2015 to 2016. So that 2 year span I was sponsored, but for whatever reason, they didn't want to keep me on. I said, cool, that's fine. I'll just do my thing anyway. So the year I lost my sponsorship, my PB was 10:30. The next year I ran 10:18. So I was like, haha.
I'm back.
I wasn't even like I'm back. I was like, I never left. I'd never gone anywhere. But I saw the worth in myself. And sometimes people are not going to see the worth in you. And that's okay. It's not for everyone to see. So like, don't be disheartened. I don't want people to be disheartened if they're not on a deal or if they're not this or not that, bro. You know what you're on. You know what you're on.
Saying, like, obviously, one of the things that we look at in track and field is who's sponsored, who's not.
Yeah.
A lot of traditionally, Nike and Adidas. If you were sponsored by them,
You were the guy.
You were that guy. New Balance,
Yeah.
Puma,
Under Armour coming up.
Under Armour also coming up. Having said that, there's also the British Athletics, where they have their part in funding athletes.
Yeah.
How far are we away from that? What's the requirements? Because it almost seems impossible to get onto if you've not done this.
Yes.
Like, so in terms of where you are, if we say that's Prem League and I don't know, League 1, League 2.
Yeah. Where am I?
Yeah.
I'll say like I'm a top team in the championship. That's what I would say. I don't know what people say about me, but I don't really care what people say about me. It's not their business.
Yeah.
I would say like I'm not one of the top teams in the championship. In that I'm very clearly not bad at this sport. Like I'm not rubbish.
10-1, 6-6.
10-1, 6-6, Commonwealth gold, European under 23 silver. It's light. It's whatever. But like I'm very clearly ability wise good enough to do certain things. Granted, do I have the consistency yet? No. Do I expect myself to be in that position? No. I need to do certain things now from this point to press on. Like running 10-1 once is nice. Running 10-1 consistently is a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Running 10-1 and 10-2 is nice, but I ran them both on the same day. It was only till this year that I ran a 10-2 that's somewhere else that wasn't on that same day.
Yeah.
So it's like people do this thing a lot where they're like, oh, but I've done this, man. Why do I not have this? Sometimes that's not enough, unfortunately. And it's a hard reality to face, but hey, that's life, Sometimes you have to look yourself in the mirror and say, what am I not doing or what have I not done?
Yeah.
I genuinely don't think I deserve to be on funding right now.
Okay. Because
what have I done? I'm out here running like 10-3s, 10-4s, sometimes run a 10-2, all of that kind of thing. When I get the consistency, it's a whole different argument. Because then you go into those kind of situations and say, okay, cool. I've done this.
Yeah.
The people that you're paying have done this. These two are not dissimilar. In fact, one might even be better than the other. Yeah. So how can you now justify that? But you see, right now, I can't do that. Yeah. I'll walk into that meeting and be like, oh, I've done this. I'll be like, big man, leave, bro. What you did? What you did? Do you see who we have here? Do you see?
Try to come up in the office with a Conor McGregor walk and then
they'll be like, big man, it's not that. I'm so sorry. It's not that. They might not even say sorry. They might just tell me to leave.
Just leave.
Just get out. But like, leave. But it's a double-edged sword because on the one hand, yes, it's that. Like, I'm not in that position, but on the other hand, bruv, look at where I am. Look at what I've done. And people think often that you need to have certain things in order to do certain things.
Yeah.
I would love to be the guy that comes through and says, bro, you don't need any of it. You just need to run fast. You just need to love yourself, believe in your coaching, work hard, enjoy the sport, and this can happen. Because it's like a similar conversation to what we were saying earlier. When people make music, you might have a little SoundCloud song or something. Boom, your song gets a bit of traction. Now you get signed, you get a big deal, big boy deal, all of this. Oh yeah, lovely. You can't back up what you've done to get signed. So you run out your deal, you get dropped. You can still make good music. You can still do it. We've seen all these people now.
Much more.
It's effort, it's harder, but it's still possible. We've seen all these people now. Look at Stormzy, look at Dave. These men are not signed. They might have connections that they're leveraging, and that's a completely different thing altogether. But like, they're not signed to anyone. They're just doing things in-house with their own people. I'm not saying you could do that in track and field. Maybe you can. You probably can. It's just a lot harder than it needs to be, but it's possible. Yeah. So everything I'm like, look, I'm not with British Athletics. I'm not signed. I'm not this. I'm not that. Whatever. But I've run 10-1. I got Commonwealth gold. You telling me there's someone sitting there that wouldn't want that?
I mean, 10-1.
I'm saying.
I'm walking around like I own the place. I don't business. No one can tell me that. Like I've run 10-1. Like, that's.
Can't walk around Lee Valley like that. Man, never run 9-9. They don't say nothing. They don't say nothing.
Yeah, but it's me.
That's what I'm saying.
It's me.
It's not about anyone else. It's about you.
And as far as I'm concerned, back in the day, medals were 1 in 10 once. So ain't no.
Of course.
It can happen at any time.
When I'm stepping in, 30 bottles of Zoom till I'm sentimental. I had to